things that are 50-50 and combinations of flags that can be in play. How much practice you've had and how much experience you have with the flags can make a big difference. And they're off. We're starting on the Southwest 30 screen. Of course, we don't know if that bush is going to burn when we burn it. We started with the wood sword, and we started with the raft, but no Triforce pieces. So they will need 8 Triforces to enter 9, and they have to go find them all. Looks like all of the enemies are going down in one hit. We may have 0 HP enemies, and we got a book in the shop, which means this is a Boomstick seed. If they buy that book and they find the wand, it will, instead of shooting fire, it will shoot bomb explosions. We'll see how that comes into play. So they started in the woods, but they don't have a candle. Both of them kind of making their way in opposite directions. Lack looks like he's heading towards the wood sword cave. Of course, they started with the wood sword. It's 50-50 that the wood sword will be there, but if the extra candle flags are on, it's also 50-50 that I guess it's 25% that a candle is going to be there, so it's a good place to check. Extra candle's off, so they will need to buy a candle. We have already seen a candle shop, so just need to find some money for that. Unless the red candle shows its face soon. And DukeFireBird has already found level 1. Yeah, blank hints. So in addition to making the wand shoot flames, the book may also... I think blank hints is one of the things that can happen with the book to understand Old Man. But anyway... So yeah, looks like we got 0 HP enemies, but still level 1 full of Wiz Robes, which is a little unpleasant. Early Triforce, DukeFireBird's gonna keep going and clear. And we do not have permanent sword beams, so the beam sword only works with full health, which is normal, but we've seen the other quite a lot in this tournament. And that looks like a second quest level 1 room. Can't tell for sure yet, but that the heart sitting on the river and the way the map in second quest level 1 does, I believe, is quite a hint that we're in the E, which means only 1 floor drop and no basement. I didn't see where this level 1 was. I know Duke was sort of walking north or east, but I didn't see exactly where the cave was. Our tracker is Belletta, who is very good at tracking, which for solo comms is pretty important to have, so thank you so much to her. Lack finds level 6. Board 6. As you like to say. Calling the levels boards is that's part of Lack's shtick that made it into the randomizer as sort of a homage to his he's always called them the levels boards since a kid, so it's the thing from his stream that showed up in the program itself. Lack taking a level 6 Triforce. We don't know if Ganon's required, so they may just rush the Triforces and go to 9. But of course that's a gamble. We see a bomb upgrade in a cave. That means that the replace White Sword Magical Sword with bomb upgrades flag is on. We don't know yet whether that bomb upgrade we saw is the Magical Sword or the White Sword, because since DukeFireBird only had 3 hints, he wasn't going to be able to pick it up either way. And yeah, that Boomstick book appears to be in one of the common shops. Yeah, that bomb upgrade flag. Obviously, it was designed to be played with swordless. But it's 50-50 in this flag set. But swordless is not on at this stage of the tournament, so it's a kind of an interesting. It's kind of an interesting twist. I personally, it was the loser's remorse flag I turned off in my second race. I'm not a huge fan of it because you end up with just the wood sword, which, if the enemies are not 0 HP, can be troublesome. But in this case, it doesn't matter because the white sword and magical sword aren't going to help. At least with standard enemies, they might. With bosses, they might have some trouble. Now, DukeFireBird found the power bracelet under the Armos and immediately used it to find level 3 under the power bracelet slot. So, starting Triforces were empty. They did not have any Triforces to begin with. And yeah, it's looking like at least levels 1 through 6 are going to be the second quest dungeon shapes. And it looks like the vanilla palettes as well. That's another interesting thing about this tournament because the palette shuffles 50-50. A lot of times, the color of the dungeon will tell you where you are. So we definitely have a mixed quest overworld because DukeFireBird just opened second quest level 4. Lack opened a take any that's only in first quest, and that and mixed quest overworld has that first quest level 5 opening. Second quest, that's a fairy fountain. So they need to check every screen, and things that are on only one quest or the other may or may not open. And so with no extra candles in play, certainly getting those 60 rupees to get that blue candle, it has to be a bit of a priority. Speaking of getting money, Lack wins on the money-making game, gets a plus 50. So if he goes over to the shop now, he can get his candle. Yeah, it looks like DukeFireBird's a little fuzzy on the river hints because those are second quest only. So looks like one of them open, but he doesn't have the ladder, so he can't look in it anyway. Lack got his candle, and he's starting to burn stuff and seeing that. And Lack now knows it's mixed quest overworld because he saw the 100 secret didn't open, but the Beach Heart Cave did. So now Lack's gonna get his power bracelet in a moment. He's gonna find level 3. Let's see if he chooses to oh, it's a ladder block, that's why Duke didn't stay in here very long. Need a ladder to go this way and a key to go the other way, so not much you can do. You could try to pirouette, but usually there aren't bomb holes in second quest level 3, so I don't think that's going to work. Oh, you mean the up A pirouette thing? Well, is there a way to go south and then north on that screen? Yeah, I guess you could go up the ladder and then come. But the key block was the next room. So I don't know. Yeah, we see a large secret. Mixed Quest Overworld can be either first quest or second quest money. We don't know, and we've seen one big secret. If we see three, yeah, I don't know why Duke is not buying that candle. He, you know, he may not. I mean, he's seen the Wood Sword Cave at least, and I know he's seen at least one take any. He should know by now that he's not going to get a free candle. So. If he's holding out for the red candle, it's a bold play. So Lack in level 1 now. I imagine he will. Doing his best to dodge these bubbles, but Lack's not recognizing it as second quest yet, and it looks like the bubble curse is slow link, which means that until he gets to a blue bubble or a fairy fountain or saves and restarts or touches a Triforce, he's not going to go very fast. So probably want to grab this Triforce right now just to get the speed back. Plus he's gonna have a heart, so. So DukeFireBird doing the early death mountain play, which if you still don't have a candle, or it's not much else to do once you've explored the northeast. So, so Lack in the forest. Since it's mixed quest, this is going to be a lake, and he does not have the recorder. First quest level 8 spot not burning open for him. Should get a look at the coast item though, after he checked. Before he checked this cave, right? He sees the heart on the coast. Looks like he's going to use that raft that I started with. Nothing at this one. Where are the levels? This is something that can happen in Mixed Quest Overworld. You get 15 minutes in, we've only seen 2 levels. I think Duke's only seen 1. Well, they've seen 3. There was one that they couldn't get anywhere in. But, oh, I missed this, that they were also in 5, so they've seen 4. But, they haven't... But, no one's taken a particularly commanding lead. They're in different sections. Lack finds level 8. walkthrough. This is looking like second quest level 8, which means second quest all dungeons, because we've already determined that 1 through 6 are going to be second quest. And second quest level 8 has, if you like staircases, you will love second quest level 8, because you won't run out of them. And DukeFireBird finds level 4 up on Death Mountain. Level 4 in second quest has 2 basements, and so it can be pretty valuable, but it's also quite large. So it can be a pretty important dungeon one way or another in a lot of these races. DukeFireBird finds the compass. He sees the Triforce is right next door, but he can neither bomb nor walk through in the wall, so he's going to have to find another way. So they're both in relatively large dungeons. Both dungeons have 2 basement items. We don't know if Heart Shuffle's on or not, so they may or may not have floor items as well. So it's really who got the lucky draw. Although the fact that DukeFireBird still doesn't have a candle is going to make it a little bit tougher to navigate some of these dark rooms. Lack finds the compass in its vanilla Chevy room, but he can't get to it because he doesn't have a ladder. The Triforce in its vanilla Triforce room. I don't think all Triforces and compasses are going to be like that, because I think we saw at least one Triforce that was not in a Triforce room, but in that case it was. And Lack finds level 9. Based on the column he's entering, he knows it's second quest. Although he should already know that, because he still got second quest 8. But yeah, we got a ways to go before we're gonna open that up. And by the way, that doesn't mean that DukeFireBird is not finishing this seed without a candle, so he'll have to get one eventually. Ooh, DukeFireBird not sure which block to push on this second quest letter screen. He must have a tracker that tells him that's a push block, but yeah, that's one of the things where experience comes into play, knowing, because randomizing the secret spots is not a flag that's on at this stage of the tournament. So Lack tracing DukeFireBird's steps up to Death Mountain. We know he's going to eventually find level 4 up here. Meanwhile, Duke in level 6. So catching up with stuff that Lack did a while ago. We still have not seen 2 or 7. Yeah, that's right. People talking about who's more or less experienced. The randomizer has changed quite a lot since the days when Lack was playing it with any regularity. Although he's caught up as much as he could in the past few weeks, but there's a lot of stuff that just didn't exist, you know, 4 or 5 years ago. But DukeFireBird is so. DukeFireBird, we see him in the races once in a while, but but I think he's more of a Link to the Past guy as far as I know. And yeah, people pointing out in chat, the fact that it's 0 HP sort of neutralizes the combat advantage that Lack would have in a heavy combat seed. So. Alright, DukeFireBird training level 5. That's right. Yes, we did see a bomb upgrade in a cave. So we're not going to see sword upgrades. Yeah, Duke pushed the wrong block in that diagonal. In every room where you can push a block, it is always the middle row of leftmost block, regardless of the room shape. Someone made a mirror mode hack where everything in the middle of the game was mirrored and the push blocks on the right side were just brain breaking. And Lack finds the white sword item. It is the bow at first quest level 6. So that means that the bomb upgrade we saw in a cave was the magical sword. And the bomb upgrade that replaced the white sword will be randomized to somewhere else in the seed. So Lack in level 7, which is another big spiral level. That's right. There are 2 mugger rooms in this, and in vanilla there are 2 rooms apart. I find in rando I always hit them one after another, which Lack finds a quick compass, and looks like he's gonna get a quick Triforce. We'll see if he sticks around to dig the item. Grabbing the Triforce and going in 7. Keeps exploring. Duke back in the forest, but unless I missed it, he still doesn't have a candle. If I remember right, there's a candle shop at the screen one to the right. Back and forth, finds that quick compass, finds, just like Duke did, that you can't walk to that Triforce. Let's see if he nopes out or finds a way around. So it looks like the raft they started with isn't very useful at all. There was nothing critical on either of those raft spots. Patra, the satellites melted because the little ones are technically part of the quote-unquote regular enemies, but the middle of the Patra took multiple hits, so the boss HP is not 0. We'll see if that comes into play later. Finding a heart container on the floor in level 4. So we've seen a couple of hearts on the floors. No evidence, no dispositive evidence one way or another on whether heart shuffles on or off. Lack doesn't like that mugger. That it's going to take away either his bomb capacity or keys, which he can't even pay. So he's opting to pay out of it. And sometimes those are the yeah, 5. If the mugger's asking for 5 keys, basically he's saying you can only get faster if you give up a bomb or you have the any key. Because if you actually had 5 keys but not the any key, you probably wouldn't want to pay them. And yeah, that's a good question. Have we even found 5 keys total? One of the things about second quest is there are a lot fewer keys than first quest, so they're both at 0 keys. DukeFireBird finds the bow, but he cannot pick it up with 4 hearts. White Sword is 5 hearts in vanilla, and it's randomized to 4 to 6. So he needs at least 5 and maybe 6 hearts to get it. I think Lack had at least had more than 6 when he got to it. Duke's still not buying that candle. I'm pretty sure he's unaware that the extra candles flag is off, even though he should have seen it by now. He must not know that the flag exists. Yeah, second quest level 7 has the vanilla level has no walkthroughs and no bomb holes. Occasionally, the randomizer can add a bomb hole if rooms are in a certain configuration, but generally you're not going to find bomb holes or walkthroughs in second quest 7. In first quest 7, you find a lot of bomb holes. And yes, the bubble curse was slow. So Duke sees the Triforce at 7. Looks like he's gonna. Excuse me. He's gonna opt to keep digging. Maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, our tracker blood bringing up a good point. Given how much of this overworld Lack has seen, it seems there's a good chance there's a recorder block over level 2. So DukeFireBird's best hope is that the recorder, or because he doesn't have a candle, the red candle, are here and direct him to move forward. But the recorder would be extra good for him because Lack left this dungeon and probably won't be back here for a while, because second quest level 7 is never your first choice for a redig. Lack back in 3. Finds the transport. Gonna check these 2 little rooms, which are the Triforce and the Gorillas, which have been replaced with a Gliok. And the Triforce was not in a Triforce room, in a diagonal room, but in the same location in the dungeon. That may have been a Y-Force, although he might have grabbed that and just to get back, get back out anyway. Y-Force meaning the Triforce appeared and he picked it up unintentionally. That staircase room where DukeFireBird just picked up the map, that room configuration with a key instead of a map is the red candle room in Second Quest level 7. Reminding us of something DukeFireBird does not have at the moment. Trying the double clip, but he's doing it in the wrong direction, so that's... And he finds the wooden boomerang in the basement for his dig, and he's going to grab it. With 0 HP enemies, that can actually be pretty useful. So I think we're down to either recorder blocks or the river, or the ladder block river locations for level 2. So Lack back in level 5. Did we see what the item in level 5 was? I don't think we did. So if either the ladder or recorder is in here and leads them to and leads to 2, then we could but it looks like you need the ladder or recorder to go very far in here, at least in this direction. DukeFireBird grabbing his level 7 Triforce. Finally buys the candle. So he's got some catching up to do because I think we found we know level 9's under a bush. I think there was at least one more level that you needed to burn to get to. DukeFireBird taking the intended route into a second quest, the second quest level 7 spot, burning from one side and entering from the other. If you can block clip, it's possible to do that on one side of the screen, but it's a little bit of a complicated maneuver. Back in level 1. We think we were ladder blocked out of much else here. But it looks like we got a bomb hole, so we might be able to see a little bit more of it. Got a key. Lack trying and failing to weave through a million red bubbles gets that takes a bop. On the way out the door, but still wants to peek into this last room. This will drop something in the middle of the room. We don't have his, well, I don't know, did we, I don't have audio, so. Yeah, Lack looking to see if he picked anything up. Yeah, it might have been a heart. Because that room shape is the wooden boomerang room in Second Quest Level 1, and the heart and the boomerang drops right in the middle of the room where Lack was standing when he killed the last enemy. So, but it could have just been a key or a bomb. Well, it wasn't a bomb, he has one. And he already had one key, so it wasn't either of those. Cab making a good point. They started with the raft, but we haven't seen it in the world. It's possible that if he picked up the raft, he would not know it because he started with it. Gotta save, Lack. Oh, he's gonna... I guess he doesn't know. You can just save and get the bubble curse, because it looks like he's taking the long walk to the fairy fountain. You also cannot screen scroll with slow link, because the clipping glitch depends on how many pixels Link moves each frame, and that changes when he's slow. Select, turning to level 8. Has second thoughts about it. He might want bombs before he does that. DukeFireBird, meanwhile, has the same thought. He's farming bombs from these Octoroks. Oh, and he bought the book, so if he finds a wand, he will have infinite bombs. And he may have hints, and he may have if book is Atlas, he may have maps. We'll see when he gets to a dungeon. No, it's still blank hints, so it's not book to translate Old Man. Chat's saying we saw a ladder block in level 8. Looks like Lack found a different direction to explore, so he's gonna see what he can see here. And that is the staircase from Second Quest level 9 that is effectively one way. Even though it's technically a two-way staircase because there's a block that opens it, but there's no way to get from the stairway to the block and vice versa. And yeah, Book's Atlas, because DukeFireBird has the map. So Atlas and Boomstick. So if DukeFireBird is shaky on the Second Quest dungeon maps, he will at least have them all now. And if he finds the wand, he will have a lot of firepower. Not as big a difference with 0 HP enemies, but still helpful. So let's see what he sees. Oh, it's like Lack found the ladder in level 8. Was it the ladder was on the floor in level 8. That means Heart Shuffle's on. Because there's no floor item in level 8 in Second Quest level 8 normally, so that is interesting. That's our, I think, unless I missed it earlier, that's our first combination. We have Heart Shuffle in play, and having not had many hits on that yet, we might take our runner. It might take Duke a while to get back to there. It was the bomb upgrade on the floor that Lack picked up, and he didn't know what it was, and we couldn't help either. So that's the item in the White Sword bomb upgrade is the item in level 1. When Lack gets to 10 bombs, maybe he'll figure out that's what that was. Yeah, if you pick up the upgrade on the floor like that, it doesn't refill your bombs, unlike buying the upgrade from an old man. So there was really no way to tell from the inventory what he got. Chat's saying they think, based on other races, maybe that bomb upgrade does fill sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. I wonder if there's a condition that I don't understand, which is quite possible, because there are a lot of little nuances about these flags, or if it's just an unknown glitch. Like finding a heart in the basement in level 5. Well, yeah, we know from finding the ladder on the floor in 8 confirmed Heart Shuffle for sure. But the heart in the basement 5, when we've already seen the heart on the coast, double confirms it. DukeFireBird saving after dying to that Gleeok. You will need to defeat that Gleeok if he wants that Triforce at level 3. That's a good question, Chad. I wonder if Duke knows that he can, approaching that bait block from the top, he can just, he doesn't need the bait for it. Like grabbing the heart off the coast. Meanwhile, DukeFireBird back in level 5. Yeah, that's right. Chat making a good point. Because Lack was on top of that bomb upgrade and didn't get a bomb refill from it, he doesn't know he has it. Although he's at 10 bombs, he may notice eventually that he got a bomb upgrade somewhere, but he has full cleared one and does not realize it, so he's still here. Lack hit the wrong Patra satellite. With the 0 HP Patra satellites, it's easy to kill them at the wrong time. And by the wrong time, I mean he locked him into the expanding position by killing the Patra satellite that triggers that. Alright, Lack sees he's been in every room. He's leaving. He's gonna try the bomb upgrade here. So it may have just dawned on him that he has 10 bombs and the bomb upgrade must be what he got. So picking that up, picking up the magical bombs, I mean, click what happened in one, which we were just as confused as he was for a while, so. So DukeFireBird going back to the white sword item, getting his one, and the silver arrows are on the floor in level 6. So if Ganon is required, that's going to be pretty important. This ladder clip from the top, Lack doing is something vanilla runners never have to do because it's not in any route that I'm aware of, but it's pretty useful in the randomizer. You go approach tea rooms from all different directions. Question chat, can you block clip with the slow curse? No. You can't do any of the clips because the clips are all the same glitch, and they all depend on Link moves in a certain pattern of one pixel, 2 pixels per frame, and when he's slow that changes. And Lack once again clearly doesn't know you can just save and reset to get the speed back. So making that long walk to the fairy fountain once again. I'm sure he knew about it at some point and forgot, but... Yeah. DukeFireBird back in level 4, taking a death to that Patrick. He does need the Triforce out of here, and I don't think we saw any items here, did we? Just a heart on the floor here, so the recorder could be here, and that could open up level 2. People joking in chat that yeah, RC Drone won the last tournament. RC Drone actually did not enter this tournament. He had some other stuff going on. So in 2020, Lack is playing Randomizer, and Drone holds the any % Noah Bay record. The world is upside down. Lack, definitely happy to see that room full of blue bubbles. And the red ring in the basement won't say no to either. And welcome Raiders from Speed Gaming. For those of you just joining us, we think we have a recorder blocked level 2. We're not, because we've seen most of the overworld, but we have not seen the recorder. And yeah, some people watching this race will want to catch up on the race that was just on Speed Gaming, so if you are just joining us, don't spoil what just happened. So Lack going back to level 7. Oh, we know this is going to be a waste of time because DukeFireBird found the wooden boomerang in here. That's a good question. Yeah, the boomerang was definitely a stair item. I don't remember. I want to say there might have been a heart on the floor, but I'm not positive about that. All right, Lack giving up the bomb to the mugger since he's at 12. It's not that big a deal. And by giving up a bomb, giving the bomb to the mugger lowers your bomb capacity. So DukeFireBird finding a heart in one of the basements of level 4. Yeah, for a seed with 0 HP enemies, this is turning out to be not exactly free. So. 5 is on the coast, and it seems like we need either ladder, which DukeFireBird doesn't have, or we might need the recorder to get through there as well, because there was a dig dogger over a possible staircase. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm trying to watch both of them, so it's but since Lack tried to explore there with the ladder and didn't get the Triforce, we're probably past the dig dogger, but. Lack going for a bomb force on this Gleog, and he does it. What he did there is, by bombing, the redhead can't die to a bomb, but it can increment the kill counter on the bomb. So he got the kill counter up to 10 by bombing the redhead, and then finished off the fight to get the force bomb. Yeah, Duke got the White Sword Bomb upgrade in 1, and he actually saw it, because he was at the bottom of the room when he cleared it and picked it up. Yeah, for those of you who missed it, because I know a lot of people came in from the other race, so Lack was on top of the floor item in level 1 and couldn't figure out what it was, and we in chat and on commentary couldn't figure out what it was for a while either until we figured out it had been a bomb upgrade, which has replaced the white sword in this seed. Yes, we've seen the Armos item, we've seen the Coast item, we've seen the white sword item, so the recorder has to be somewhere in a dungeon. Specifically in 4, 7, or 8. Although I thought we saw, I know we saw the stair item in 7. I'm not sure we didn't see a heart, but maybe. Maybe there was still a... Heart Shuffle is on, we've determined, so extra floor drop items are a thing. Lack sets it to board. It's always board when he plays it. Both runners now digging around level 4. So interesting thing about the recorder, in addition to, by process of elimination, we think opening level 2, it can also do a few other things with these flags. It can be recorded at... it can be recorded to the vanilla dungeons, so it just goes to the first quest dungeon locations, the same as it does in vanilla. Or it can record it to the new dungeons, as it often does in Randomizer. Or it can record it to unbeaten dungeons, which, if the new dungeons, which in combination with the new dungeons flag, can send you to every Triforce you haven't beaten. So when you find the recorder with these flags, you immediately want to figure out what it does, because depending on how things roll, it can be pretty powerful. Magical Shield in the basement, that replaces the book in a Boomstick seed. The DukeFireBird bought the book out of a shop, which was... So we know it's a heart container and magical shield. Did we see a floor item here yet? Okay, so we've seen all items. The runners haven't. They're both working on incomplete information, but we now know that they're both wasting their time in this dungeon. Saga Quest 4 does have two item staircases. We saw a magical shield in one of them and a heart container in another. We saw those on different screens, so neither of the runners have seen all three. Have seen both stairs and the floor drop, so that's why they're still looking. Lack's done for. He's seen all three items now. King Doll saying in chat the red candle is in 3. Both I and our tracker missed that. Duke gets a level 4 Triforce. LackAttack back in level 3. If King Doll is to be believed, there's a red candle here for him to pick up. DukeFireBird going back into 4 to find what else he hasn't seen. I don't think he's seen the magic shield basement yet. There it is, red candle. So Lack's done with level 3, I believe. Unless, oh, he didn't get the heart container either. Yeah, I remember seeing Duke pick up the heart container, but I totally missed the candle. But I think we're done here. Peeking back into level 1, I wonder, still not sure what happened with that mysterious bomb upgrade, but he's not looking further, so I think he might have figured out what happened there. At 7-8 time, we think that level 2 is under a recorder spot, and we still have not found the recorder. So this is the seed has 0 HP enemies, so it's not like it's nightmarish combat most of the time. Although some of the bosses are tough, but it's been a pretty trolly item progression so far. It seems like. Duke finds the magic shield and he's gonna pick it up. He's thinking it over and confirming, yep, he found the heart on the floor, he found a heart in the basement, found the magical shield in the basement. Level 4 was a dry well. So, where to tap next? Now, Lack doesn't seem convinced that this is the second quest level 8 shape, because he is he looks like he's bombing every wall just in case. And yeah, I'm sure both of them are quite nervous at this point. When you get to 120, you start looking for the dot-dons, neither of which are are forthcoming very soon, but I'm sure they both feel behind. So, DukeFireBird also in level 8. Since he has that Atlas book, he won't be wasting bombs on walls that don't go anywhere, but Lack buys another bomb upgrade, he's up to 21 bombs. Ooh. That's kind of a bad death for Duke, because this is a big level, and he was kind of deep. level 8 has second quest level 8 has many staircases. 2 of them have items, but most of them are transports. Yeah, King Doll thing in chat, noticing in chat that DukeFireBird didn't seem to know that he could shoot an arrow to grab those bombs, except he shot an arrow to grab the to grab a heart right after that. So maybe he just forgot about the mechanic or something. But oop. Black finds the compass, which he doesn't need because he already got the Triforce out of here. He's just digging for items. Duke takes another pretty painful death. This is a level this size. You don't want to be starting from the beginning this many times. Ladder Tracker making a good point in chat with the ladder being one of the basement items in here, which DukeFireBird has not seen yet. He may not have been able to get the red ring out of 6 that Lack has. So those bops are hitting him a lot harder. But yeah, it's a high five. They're in the same room. What is the deal with this one? We don't have level 2, and we don't have a recorder, which we have deduced will open it, and so we're still looking. Heart Shuffle is on. It's 0 HP enemies, but a lot worse than that flag usually implies, turns out. So DukeFireBird grabbing that Triforce. We know he needs to go back in because the ladder was the floor item in here, and it's not going to be able to do much else anywhere else without it. And there's a good chance that the recorder's in one of the bases. Well, not as good a chance as there was before, because Lack just saw the magical boomerang in a basement. So there's one basement left in 8, and we think maybe a floor item in 7. That would be the recorder. And Lack taking a death with the red ring. DukeFireBird heading back into level 5. I think our conclusion about level 5 was probably needed the recorder to get through there as well, past the Dig Dogger. Lack back in 6. He got the silver arrows off the floor in here, and he got the red ring out of the basement. I'm not sure what else he's thinks he's gonna find, but maybe he's just retracing his steps because he's not sure. And did DukeFireBird find that silver arrow? I didn't. I didn't see. People coming in asking how rough has this seed been. About as rough as you can imagine a seed that has 0 HP enemies turning out to be. Lack returning to the empty basement where he got the red ring. Confirming he has been in every room in level 6. I wonder if he marked down that he picked up the silver arrows off the floor. Yeah, it does seem like we're not going to be able to get to 5's Triforce without killing that Dig Dogger. Based on how many times Lack's tried to do it. What have we seen in 7? We've seen a wooden boomerang in the stairs, and we don't think we've seen the heart or other floor item in 7, so there could be a recorder on the floor deep in level 7. And yeah, we think by process of elimination we think we need the recorder with 2, because the power bracelet was under the Arma, so they've had access to all those spots, and they started with the raft. They've seen both of those spots, and oh, DukeFireBird gets grabbed by the Wall Master in level 6. And he's still slow, Link. A lot more red bubbles and blue bubbles, it seems like, in this scene. And Lack finds the recorder on the floor in 7. That's the seed. Probably. Now, it's a mixed quest overworld, so he has to check all the second quest recorder spots. But it looks like he's going to go kill that Dig Dogger first. Checks this one recorder spot, but yes, DukeFireBird bought the book out of a shop. It being a shop meaning this is a Boomstick seed, but we haven't seen the wand. But it is book is Atlas, so all levels are second quest. But I think it probably has sped DukeFireBird up a little bit to have the maps as soon as he walks into the levels. Killing that Dig Dogger, and finally gets to see the rest of this level 5. Lack's gonna check recorder spots looking for level 2, while DukeFireBird see if he picks looks like he's going towards 3, maybe. He's buying potion, so those bubble curses will he'll be able to take care of at least a couple of them. Yeah, that's a good point. Lack did not try blowing the recorder to see what it does. It's mixed quest overworld, so some of these second quest spots are going to open, some of them might not. DukeFireBird taking a death in 3. Lack still checking. Still checking these recorder spots. You know, Lack's ahead, but he has to feel behind. So. Oh, people pointing out that in the course of checking the second quest recorder spots, Lack routed past the first quest recorder spot at the lake in the Deadwoods. So, gonna be a little bit of a head slapper if that turns out to be the answer. But looks like he's gonna make his way up to the Northeast Death Mountain car container, take any recorder spot, which might be the answer. Yeah, so it looks like he needs to check the lakes. I don't remember if he checked the second quest level 3 lake or the first quest level 7 lake, so... Like Recorder are going to beaten old dungeons, meaning the vanilla dungeon spots. Which one of them is something he needs to check, and so is the other one, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it's got to be first quest 7. It's Lake, which he can whistle to, it seems. So, DukeFireBird back in 6. guess we'll because he never got the ladder out of 8. We're gonna see whether that red ring was in fact ladder blocked. Lack rechecking spots that I'm pretty sure he checked before. Yeah. So yeah, Lack routed through the Deadwoods, and he may not realize he missed that spot. Sure. Well, he's blowing the recorder now. Let's see where he whistles to. Yep, he's in the right spot. He's got it. At last, we find the A in second quest level. Second quest level 2. He has only one key, and there are 2 key doors. He needs to pick one. So he pirouettes one open. Nice Kananaki there. It's a little bit close, but he got it. Check the item. Yeah, Lack's in full panic mode because of how long he's spent. He's like, he can't decide whether to dig the item or just go rush the Triforce. He finds the Triforce. The guy on the left is moving slow because he was hit by a red bubble, and in the randomizer, the red bubbles can take away your sword like in the vanilla game, but they can also push your or make you go slow. In this seed, they are making you go slow. DukeFireBird has taken 20 deaths, we see, as he saves. So it doesn't look like you get to the red ring without the ladder. So, yeah, with the ladder back in 8 and the recorder on the floor deep in 7, there aren't many good options left for DukeFireBird to make progress here. Lack's in level 9. Now, I don't have audio, so chat will have to help me out here and tell me if you hear a roar of Ganon. Lack's still at 0 keys, still Kananaking his way through key doors. DukeFireBird is back in 7, so he's in the right place to dig out the recorder. Lag making his way through level 9. He does have bow and silvers, so whether or not Ganon's required, he does have what he needs to complete the seed. Second quest level 9 is relatively small, so shouldn't take too much longer. He finds Ganon in his vanilla room. That means that Zelda is most likely also in her vanilla room, so her entry door will be from the south somewhere. Looks like vanilla Ganon HP, so he's going to take 15 hits. Takes him down. Now, just gotta find the girl. Question in chat about the bait block. We saw the bait block in level... All the dungeons are second quest, so the bait blocks are level 3 and level 8. We saw the bait block in 3. It was not required because it was toward the bottom of the dungeon, and I don't think 8's was in consequence at all of any consequence. Black finds compass, that'll help. Now he just has to find the path. returning to the basement where he already got the wooden boomerang. And it's a walkthrough all into Zelda. Get your GG. Get your GGs in chat for LackAttack, finishing this seed with an official SRL time of 1:54.00.
Hello.
Sorry, my mic was off. GG, Lack.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was something.
Yeah, well, I guess turns out that 0 HP enemies doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, the 0 HP was kind of nice at the start. I'm like, all right, well, I guess that's going to be a free combat seed anyway.
Yeah, I mean, Duke Duke just finally got his recorder out of level 7.
Man, that thing was well hidden. So one of my big mistakes is not keeping track of like when I get hearts to like make sure that those are shuffled or not shuffled. And then I didn't get any items. I had 6 Triforces and didn't get 1 item from a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going to keep getting Triforces until I can't. I mean, there's really no reason. And then I found the bow. I'm like, all right, well, that's pretty good. Turns out Ganon wasn't required anyway.
Right.
But yeah, like once I kept like second guessing myself too, because I couldn't find the recorder anywhere, and I had already found an item in 7 when and I went back. I mean, I think I retraced my steps twice everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I found 2 and 4, 2 and 3. I think I found 1 and 7. I'm like, I guess there's another item in 7. Like, I don't know. And then I used a key, like I think it was my second to last key to get the recorder. And I was 1 room away from it before anyway.
Yeah.
So was kind of, and then I thought, I was like, oh crap, did I forget a location because I hadn't found 2 yet. And then I realized I hadn't bombed the river, like the river by the White Sword. I hadn't bombed those 2.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, what if they were there this whole time and the recorder's in there?
Well, that's right.
Yeah, because I was still looking.
It's
so
funny.
I was owned.
DukeFireBird bombed those spots, and I think one of them opened, but he still doesn't have his ladder, so he hasn't seen what's in there.
Oh no.
Yeah, he just
I guess ladder's required. I kind of went too far.
Yeah, it's required.
So, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was well, he has, maybe it's not. There may be a way around it, because we know, I guess Recorder unlocked the Triforce in 5, so
yeah.
He did get all the Triforces except for 2 and 5 at this point, so.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I expect, honestly. Like, if I had forgotten a location, I really felt like I was behind. Like, I kept kept beating my head into the wall. Like, I think I had like no keys almost the whole time. I used a couple Kanana keys. I think it's the first time I've actually done it, which is kind of fun. So they came in handy then. So good job finding that glitch.
So Lack, I don't know if you know this or not, but if you just save and restart from the file, it ends the red bubble curse.
I did not know that.
Yeah, might be handy.
Hey, I will take any and all help, tips, anything. So the mixed quest really throws me for a loop too.
Yeah, this flag set, there are so many nuances that everyone's gonna miss something, and if you the bomb upgrade level 1. How long did it take you to figure out what happened there, if you even did?
So I knew I got something, and I like checked my inventory, and I'm like, maybe it was a heart. Like I didn't realize that I had gotten one, and then I picked up bomb packs and then noticed that I had 10, and that's when I figured out, oh, I must have picked up a bomb upgrade.
Yeah, so
inside a level.
And we watching, because you were right on top of it. Spawn.
Yeah.
You were like, was it the raft maybe? Because you started with the raft. Was it a heart? Was it what? And then we said you had 10 bombs. It must have been a bomb upgrade. And then Duke actually cleared the room, and he was at the bottom of the room when he cleared last time. I thought what it was.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching this again and just seeing how he did it too. So what you guys had to say. And
yeah, I was alone on comms the whole time, so
hey, all the better.
Yeah.
Who better to commentate than you? Who's probably watched every Zelda run since 2015.
Well, I'm sure I missed a couple.
Maybe. Yeah.
I wasn't around in 2015. I didn't even start watching races until 2017.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it just was. I found so many levels so quickly, and the Triforces were in like room 2 in probably 4 dungeons, and I was really concerned in not finding the ladder, but I think the ladder was in 4. Maybe Aquamentus was guarding the ladder.
Ladder was in 8. You got it off the floor.
Okay. Yeah, it was on the floor, so.
Which was our first, which was the first time on either screen we were confirmed that Heart Shuffle was on.
Yeah. Okay. So that means there's 8 hearts shuffled in with the dungeon items.
Right.
And the ladder heart is separate from that.
Correct. So
Okay.
so there can be, if there's one heart in the basement, it might be the ladder heart. If there's more than one, then there can be items on the floor.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
So DukeFireBird now in level 2. We'll see if he digs out the item as well.
Yeah, I need to pull this up. I haven't pulled it up yet. But...
Yeah, he put a GG in the IRC and said ladder in 7 or 8, huh? And then he got and shortly thereafter he got the recorder in 7. So
nice.
Nice. So we'll see how much more of this he does. I mean, personally, with a second quest 9, I figure it's downhill once you've completed 7 and 8. So you might, but he also doesn't have the ladder. So I don't know for sure if the ladder was required. There might be something.
I can't remember honestly.
Yeah, once you have the ladder, you don't really pay attention to the ladder blocks. So
it took me a really long time to realize that the dungeons were all regular, no shapes. And they were just second quest dungeons. Like I was bombing like all over the place. Yeah,
you were bombing every wall in 8. We figured at that point, we knew both of you had to figure out how long speed went, and we figured you just didn't know. You just didn't trust anything. But I guess
I don't think I had any verification. Actually, when I went back into 1 the second time and I looked at my map, I noticed that it was the shape. And I'm like, oh, maybe, I guess they're all the same. And then because it can shuffle, like the second, like 7 through 9 can be shapes, right?
Right.
Oh my God, this is so much stuff. It's really fun to figure everything out, like as you're playing. So, the mystery format is really cool. Glad I've been able to give it a go especially this week. I've done like 5 seeds and they've all been just crazy different. So it's been pretty good. Hey, the raft. Yeah, I found so many hearts too. There was the one room, the chute, that you couldn't push the stairs. Like I guess if a chute room has stairs, you can't get into it.
Well, that particular chute, at the end of right before the hellish patcher room at the end of the second quest level 9, that right where you come out, that's that room. If you find it blind, you find that push block and you're like, what the hell? But yeah, so it's like a sort of effectively one way, but that chute with the push block just shuffled into a different dungeon, and I could tell you were a little bit confused by it.
Yeah, well, I was like, I know I have to get over there maybe, but this is funny.
Yeah.
Ran into a lot of red bubbles, so yeah, I'm taking the tiptoe up to the fairy fountain. And then you don't get your speed back until your hearts are filled, which I figured out.
Yeah, you need. Yeah, if you just save and you could have had your speed back just after the up A, but so, and also the slow link you can't clip because
you cannot. You can't clip a fast link either. I don't think because of the trans or can you?
Yeah, you talking about the fast link in ACML's hack? I think that's correct.
Oh my god, the magical key.
Yep.
Wow, one room away.
Yeah, because the sub-pixel glitch depends on Link moving a certain number of pixels every frame, and if you change his speed, it screws everything up.
Yeah. That magical key would have been pretty sweet.
Yeah,
gotta be honest. It would just have like relieved my mind. I don't know. It would have been. It was pretty stressful. I was like, well, I have no keys going into 9. I don't remember the last time this happened.
So yeah, I guess we know by process of elimination the wand isn't. DukeFireBird bought the book.
Okay.
And it has been somewhat useful to him because it's Atlas as well as Boomstick. So
I was about to say, did it give all the maps?
It did, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that would have helped me. Let him go north. I can't remember how I got here. I think I think it came from the. The stairs took you to it.
There may be another way, but
yeah,
I think you took a stairs to get to it.
It was the Goma stair. Oh man. Well, if he just goes right. Well, I found the compass in 9, which was a big help. I don't know. It was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. Because all my seeds have been under an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe one was like an hour 105, and like at 55 minutes, I'm still can't find a level, which I'm assuming is under a recorder.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can't find the recorder, and it could be anywhere, literally like any room because of the item shuffle, or the heart shuffle. So then I'm like, well, which room didn't I clear? And just lots of stuff starts running through your head.
Yeah, and you could see Duke retrace the steps too. It was you're both trolled pretty hard by this, and
yeah. People didn't watch this seed. It'd be fun to see what other people get on it, just to. It just really depends on your key situation, because you needed a key to get the recorder deep in 7.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you didn't, there you
go. But Second Quest 7 is it's not an appealing dig, and particularly if you didn't realize clearing every room in that level is not going to be your first choice. And even if you realize you need an item, you're going to check everywhere else first. So.
Yeah, exactly. This is an interesting tracker. Can you explain the tracker to me? Like in the middle, looks like everything is. Are those the hearts at the bottom, like the bottom half?
What are you just looking at the restream?
Yeah, the restream.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Triforces are you just won one game in the 2.
Oh yeah, I mean in the middle where the items are. Sorry.
I mean that's as we find items, the tracker, our tracker Belletta marks them off there. So the coast item is the bottom. The heart is the bottom item, because if heart shuffle is off, then there's one heart in the mix. It's the coast heart. So in this case, it was on the coast. But and when heart shuffle is on, it kind of complicates things for the tracker.
That's what I was like kind of asking. Is like, how do you know how many? I guess there's the same number of items. Okay.
Yeah, there's not a great way to handle the hearts in the dungeons, because you don't want to. It would be a little bit of a busy layout to mark down every heart in every dungeon.
Yay! Nice Triforce. We have the 8 required units.
Well, I think he still needs to go back.
He still needs 5. We only have 7.
Yeah.
154 flat, man.
Yeah, it's possible he doesn't need the ladder. So we'll see.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, we know the record. There was a ladder block one way and a recorder block the other way, and we know the recorder block was how you got to the Triforce. So.
Oh, good warp.
Yeah. It's another interesting thing about these flags, figuring out what the recorder does.
Hmm.
In this case, it's working like it does in vanilla, going to the vanilla spots, but it can go to the dungeons you've beaten, or it can go to the dungeons you haven't beaten.
When it's so great. Like when I started this seed, I was really excited because I opened and I was telling someone I was going into 6. Interesting. I was telling someone, I'm like, the more Triforce pieces you start with, like the lower chance I feel like I have the win, because you know you have to go through many dungeons, combat, etc. Like I feel like I have an advantage there. So I open it up and there's 0. Like, oh, well, how about that? That's pretty nice, because I think the seeds I've played with have been 2, 6, 8. I've started with all 8 once, but needed to kill Ganon, so yeah, this thing can really throw a lot at you.
Oh yeah, the red ring in 6 is ladder blocked. He couldn't get to it, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he doesn't know he doesn't have enough information to know that that's what's there, but
yeah. I guess he's still looking for the ladder.
I guess. Yeah, he's heading back to 8. I mean,
yeah, this one honestly.
He must think you need the ladder for 5.
I thought this was shapes like 8. I just didn't really put it together that what this looked like, because it's been a while since I've actually looked at the map on the screen. I'm like, I just kept like going around all. I thought actually this was 7, like this shape was 7 and the other shape was 8. So I got a little confused.
Yeah, they're both
I actually opened nesmaps.com to look at Second Quest Overworld, because I make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, it's always useful, especially with flags where stuff that's often randomized. I mean, I know you haven't played a lot of Randomizer lately, but a lot of these flags, what challenges people is that stuff that's often randomized rolls back to vanilla. So like if you notice, all the dungeon palettes are vanilla,
how about that?
So normally people play with the dungeon palettes randomized, so they're different colors, but you can use that as to see what level you're in, and
that's pretty cool. Yeah, especially I guess if you get the like level question mark, could it still potentially be?
Yeah, that's when the dungeon palettes are if hidden dungeon numbers but dungeon palettes unshuffled is you want to pay attention to that information. And if you look in the Z1R Discord, people are sharing all sorts of information. There's another flag like if all the Triforces are in Triforce rooms, that also means that all the heart drops or the items that shuffle with hearts, if heart shuffles are on, are going to be in the boss rooms, and all the compasses are going to be in the compass rooms. So there's a graphic that someone posted in the Discord that shows like what those rooms are in vanilla, because that's not something that even speedrunners don't know a lot of that stuff, because it's not like you go into the level 4 compass room very often.
Correct, yeah. Apparently we need to get more extreme runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like even drawing a blank as to what everything had. Like I feel like I played these pieces of these levels so long ago. Mm-hmm. It's just a blur to me right now. I kept trying to get money so I could buy the book, and it just never happened.
Yeah, even if the wand hadn't been, we now know, buried in level 9,
man, I bet he's thrilled to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, so he'll go back to level 5 now, and as it happens, we think it was the recorder and not the ladder that's going to lead him in the right direction. So we'll see which way he goes first. But he has what he needs to finish the seed. 5 was the coast shot, which is not the right direction he's heading, but he's turning around.
Yeah, what's the have you done much commentary on this?
Yeah, I did 3 races today.
Oh wow. What's the shortest seed you've seen so far?
Well, I had a race with Sci-Town that he finished in like under 25 minutes. That was our first race, which didn't get a restream.
Oh wow!
And our second race, he finished 30 something, and I finished 50 something. So in both those cases, we started with a lot of Triforces, but
sure.
And a lot of people are watching these races on VODs. So, but we have someone did mention there have been some short races too.
I imagine so. Like, yeah, there was that one seed. I think the seed I played yesterday or 2 days ago, where you started with all 8s.
Yeah.
And then once I went with the knowledge, I finished in 5 minutes while I died 3 times. So yeah, it could be super fast.
I think Bogey Small said he had a practice seed where he finished it in 5 minutes, first time blind, just because.
Oh wow!
It was that free. Like,
8 seed, yeah, or 8 Triforces, 9 open.
8 Triforces open, 9 open Zelda, walk right in.
Yeah, amazing. I honestly really enjoy that it's random. It's 8 Triforces to enter, but random start. I just think that's way better than random entry. Because I just feel that's so lucky to.
Yeah, with the random entry, everyone you rush to 9 and try to figure out what the 9 requirement is. With this, the 9 requirement right away, and then you have to like fill in the pieces. So
yeah. Yeah, I remember nothing from this. I'm like, so useless. Let's see. I think it's down on the bottom. Yeah, Gleeok did not have it. I don't remember fighting Gleeok. Yeah, it was to the right here. I had the compass in here.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, please don't die. Nice. Yeah, he isn't used to having the ladder. Oh, you do have to fight a Gleeok. You had to fight this Gleeok. I don't remember the other one, though. You know what? I did walk past a Gleeok, and it was a Chevy room in 9 to get to Zelda. Mm-hmm. But that was the way I went. It was on, like, the northeast side.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had... Probably didn't have to go that way.
Just drink the other potion. You can buy it.
You got the potion?
Yeah. There we go. And yeah, he didn't get the red ring because the red ring was ladder block. Ladder until this conversation. So don't imagine he's going to get it.
Nice job. It's time. The Triforce has been assembled. Oh, he never got this heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21 bombs seemed like a lot.
yeah, that amused us watching because
I even gave a bomb away.
Yeah. So because you bought both bomb upgrades and got the white sword and magical sword bomb upgrades. So
I did, yeah. I was fully stocked.
Yeah.
I really could not believe the lack of keys.
Well,
like, it just weren't any.
Well, when it's all second quest dungeons, that can happen. There just aren't as many keys in second quest.
It started to like, well, as soon as I think when I had gotten like 4 Triforces, I think I was like, I have no keys. Like, what is going on?
And that's
really hard to come by them.
And that's the whole reason the second quest speedruns get the ladder early, is because they're 2 ladder blocked keys that are faster than any other keys,
right?
Even with the early ladder dive.
What where? So we never saw like white or magical or white sword.
Yeah, when the bomb upgrade in the cave was sword. The interesting thing about this tournament is replace white sword magical sword with bomb upgrades, which is a flag designed for swordless flags. That flag is 50-50, even though swordless is off at this stage of the tournament. So you can have a seed that's all wood sword like this one.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I did not know that. I have seen the thing about always get the wood sword unless you find the white sword.
Yeah,
when you get the choice at the end.
Yeah, and that flag is the reason for it, because in this case, the extra candles flag was off, and I think it took DukeFireBird a while to realize that, because he didn't buy a candle right away. But
yeah, I think Zelda's just up here. I think it's just, or it might be over to the left one.
Yeah,
but it's a walkthrough wall.
Yeah, so we'll see if he.
Can you go left here? Oh, you can. Okay, well this is it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
wouldn't bet my life on it. But...
If he goes, I think if he goes left and up, he'll find it.
No. Oh, left and up.
Yeah. But it looks like he's gonna check this ear first.
It is top row. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she was through a walkthrough, so the Ganon fight was not required.
Mm-hmm. Lead with the wooden sword. I really don't know, like, should I... Like, one of the things I struggle with is, like, do I take the stairs, or do I just keep walking in 9?
Yeah, I mean, there's some different strategies for that in... and second quest 9 is a little bit different than Shapes and first quest, in that there are many fewer staircases, but
yeah,
and the possibility of the fact that it's 50-50 that Zelda and Ganon are going to be in their own rooms introduces the possibility that you're only going to be able to get to Zelda from the south, which
right
factors into routing, and so, like, when I'm playing second quest Randomizer, I want to check the cheeks and then the ears and then the middle. Except with these flags, I kind of think you want to go straight up first, because you might get into Zelda from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, very good points. Yep, this is the way I went. I went up here. Well, see you later. But I mean, I had the compass, so
yeah.
You know, you can't really fault anyone for going a different way.
And he picked up that magical shield, so he can block some of these Lionel beams, which isn't since he never got the red ring. So.
Yeah, that will help.
Some consolation.
It was pretty fun mowing these guys down with the wooden sword, honestly.
Yeah. Ganon did not roll down, so he might have a tough time here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he knows where it is. I guess, would you go right back?
I think it depends on your skill level. If you I mean, if I'm you, then yeah, just go ahead and kill Ganon and get it over with. But if I'm a little less confident in being able to kill Ganon, I might keep looking to see maybe if Zelda's free and find the shutter before I go back to that fight.
All right, John, I'm gonna have to hop off.
All right.
But appreciate you talking some
All right.
Z1R with me. It was fun. Thanks for commentating. I'll watch it back.
All right. Look forward to the next one. See you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, I was really hoping he was going to get the wand in this basement just so he could have some cathartic boomstick fun at the end, but just a heart container. That magical shield does not do anything for Ganon Fireball. I'm wondering. So. No, I don't think he may not realize that Wood Sword means it's going to take 15 hits. Alright, looks like he's gonna try and find his way to the girl. That's not the way. Grabs. So yeah, second thoughts about going back to that Ganon fight. Maybe he's hoping for another fairy before he tries it. goes straight up this column, he will finish the seed now. There are many things that could distract him from continuing up. Like this transport that he's taking. It's actually the correct room he's trying to bomb into, but it being Zelda's vanilla room, you can't bomb in from the sides. You have to come in from the south. Alright, now. Try to walk up. Push up. No! Push up, push up. No! Hey, we're gonna get some Boomstick action. Force the double fairies there. Delightful as it is, the Boomstick will not help with the Ganon fight if that's what he's going back to. And he's got the compass. walkthrough. Get your GGs out in chat for DukeFireBird finishing in second place in the official SRL time of 2:34.34. Hey, DukeFireBird, GG.
Hey, thank you. Don't
Well.
turn to that recorder placement.
Yeah, just because you see 0 HP enemies doesn't mean the seed's going to be free.
Oh no, I realized that. And with the bosses not being at 0, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Ugh. Wow.
So, I imagine you felt behind. Lack did too, because when you get to a certain point in the seed, you think you must have done something wrong, and
yeah. Well, it was all the blocks, like the ladder blocks in 5. That was specifically one of the major obvious roadblocks.
Yeah, I think it was actually the recorder that because Lack tried to get to the Triforce with the ladder and couldn't. So I think you needed the recorder.
I
don't know if you could get there without the ladder or not, because you got the ladder before going back. But I
think the recorder. Yeah, because it was blocked by the Digdogger. Yeah, I think it's the staircase blocked by Digdogger.
Yeah, and so let's talk about your shopping a bit.
Yeah, I kind of don't know how the heck I didn't see the blue candle. Don't ask. I don't know.
Yeah, the extra candles flag was off. So if you don't see a candle in the Wood Sword Cave, it's not going to be in the Take Any's and vice versa. So you're going to need to either find the red candle early or buy a candle.
Yeah, I think some of these flags I'm still obviously looking for, and I kind of moment I didn't see a blue candle in the Take Any, I was like, okay. So I know I need to find one, and I just completely blanked on the fact that it was in the 3 shops that I passed. So
yeah, you were in shops with money to times, and you bought the book, and you finally did get to use the boomstick at the end. But
yeah, I was like, oh hey, wand. Okay, good. I'm using this.
Yeah.
Now I think what it was. Honestly, I think what it was is I saw the book in the shop, and then my mind immediately just went, click, you're in, this is either an Atlas or a Boomstick.
Yeah. Well, it can be...
No, it had to be... Actually, no, I think it has to be Boomstick if it's in the shop.
Correct. And it could also be Atlas or Translate Old Men, whether or not it's in the shop. But if it's in the shop, it's Boomstick.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, is because I was like, okay, that's a Boomstick. So I just marked it as a bookshop, and I left.
Did the map it was also Atlas? Did the maps help you out?
Definitely, because I didn't have to guess if it was shapes or not. And the moment I went into a dungeon and I saw one of the original letter designs, I was like, oh, I'm in second quest dungeons. Okay.
Yeah, Lack took a while to recognize that he was bombing walls and not recognizing he was in second quest 8 pretty late in the game. So he was said that would have helped me, but yeah. A couple of things. At one point, I think people in chat thought you pushed the wrong block in a diagonal. It's always the middle row leftmost block.
Middle row left. Yeah, some of them. That's where it gets me. Second quest is what gets me.
Yeah. I mean, the second quest rooms there are more push blocks. They still follow that rule.
Right. The leftmost center. Okay.
Well, yeah. The same row as the doors.
Same row as the door. Okay.
Yeah.
Mental note made.
And
then I also have to remember that if there's a room with a shutter, a push block will not work. I know I was trying that a few times.
Oh, it'll open the shutter,
if a shutter automatically opens up, the push block cannot reveal a staircase.
Yeah, well, yeah, unless it's an open staircase, like a diamond. That's why the remove open staircase flag is removed most, because you can't, for whatever reason, the randomizer can't put just a a closed staircase, push block, and a shutter in the same room.
Yeah, I think it has to do with memory addresses getting called.
Yeah.
I think it might just be a RAM issue.
Yeah. Have you picked your loser's remorse flag for game 2 yet?
Not yet. I was looking at a few of the things. I'm either debating on forcing red ring in silvers. That's a thought I've had to do that. I'd have to really look over all of the things. I mean, I do have a couple days
Mm-hmm.
since we're scheduled for Tuesday, but I'll definitely get something in there. I might lean towards forcing red ring. But I want to really look at all of my choices against what could have helped me this seed against unknown other things. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lack for all his prowess with the vanilla game is pretty inexperienced with the current incarnation of the randomizer. So if you watch the race back, I tried to comment. We noticed a lot of things that you guys probably didn't. So
that's probably very true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do need to have another flag question here. Considering the fact that the upgrades that we found in the world, we did have bomb upgrades in the world, does that mean mags and white sword are gone?
Correct. And that was my loser's remorse flag that I turned off.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that, but with the 0 HP enemy, that didn't really affect
Yeah, with 0 HP enemies, it doesn't matter. If enemies aren't 0 HP and that flag rolls, it can get pretty tough.
Right. Okay. And the fact that we started with the wood sword was really fun too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh hey, wood sword in the cave. I'll just grab it anyway. It'll give me a second to think what I want to do. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. That's what I thought the rule was, is if you had if you saw the upgrades that white and mags were gone. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing because that flag was obviously designed with swordless flags in mind. At this stage of the tournament, we can't roll swordless, but we can roll wood sword only. So
yeah, that's what we had. So,
yeah.
But it wasn't. But again, it wasn't too bad. Darn some of those surprise bosses right in front of a door. Hi, Goma. I was like, oh, it's Goma. I died.
Yeah.
Those were fun.
Well, it's past 1 a.m. where I am. I don't know what zone you're in, but
I am in Central, so it just hit past midnight.
So,
question
chat. What did you think of the slow mode red bubble curse?
I'm okay with it as long as there's a blue bubble somewhere nearby.
Yeah, it seemed like every blue bubble in the seed was in one room.
Yeah, and they're not spread evenly through the dungeons. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, safe.
Yeah, and I noticed you did eventually buy some potions for getting through some of that stuff. But
yeah, I think another problem is I didn't mark my map, my tracker accordingly for some shops. Yeah. I have the potion shop I have marked is the one next to level 1. I was like, crud, where else did I have potions? I ran into 5 and I didn't mark them properly. Oops. Oh well, that's on me though.
Well, let's I should pull up the schedule and plug the races we have coming up tomorrow. Let's see, today's the 5th. It's we got tomorrow on Randomania at 2 p.m. Eastern. Magic Friends and Ice Blue are having their game 2. And then we have a lot of races for the rest of the day. Sharky and Elendar, Alan Heffley and Bogey Smalls, CD Improv and Zarnax, Crimson Agrix and Homer J Smash, Chrono JJ. That I'm into the next day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it's just those just those first 3 I named. We have at least 3 races tomorrow, so check those out. On one of them's going to be on Randomania. Magic Friends and Ice Blue is on Randomania at 2 p.m. at 5 p.m. Sharky and Ellendar on one of the speed gaming channels. We don't know yet. And then later in the evening, Bogey Smalls and Alan Huffley restream TBD. And then we have, and then all week we have a lot of more races coming up. Game 2 of this series will be April 7th, which is 2 days from now. So, so good luck in your game 2, and thanks for thanks for the race, Duke.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having us.
Yep.
And thanks everyone for watching.
Yep, and thanks to Randomania and our restreamer CD and Prov. Thanks to our tracker Belletta, and thanks to our racers DukeFireBird and LackAttack, and we bid you good night.